Hi and welcome to my channel. Now you may want to sit back, get yourself a cup of tea to watch this masterclass in vinyl wrapping. Vinyl wrapping any old amplifier or receiver you got. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. In fact I'm not going to show you exactly how to do it. I'm probably going to give you some clues on not what to do. This is more of a budget and leg it approach here. I've got no idea really how to do this. It's just the way I did it. Just going to show you how I did it, just in case you've got completely no idea and not got a clue, don't even know what day it is. You may be able to pick up an hint of off of me, but I doubt it very much. I'm just going to show you what I did. Like I said, I promised I'm going to come back and redo this as I did the other one. Now this came out a lot better, a lot easier. I did help myself. I had a flat table. The missus gave me an hand as well. I've done this all by myself. The missus gave me an hand holding things and all that. I had a nice flat table. I did have a bit of carpet wedged in between, which I did here on the top, as you'll see. So I did help myself really. Did myself no favours here. And of course, doing it to camera, if anything is going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong definitely. So it did in this case, as you'll see. But I kind of got there in the end. It's about 90%, 95%. It's really just can't say. I'm pretty pleased with the first one I've done. Come up really nice. Second one. It's not too bad, you'll see anyway, and it's getting there. I've just got one little bubble appeared again here. I'm going to pinprick that and that'd be completely flat, no bubbles on that. So that's one good thing. So yeah, in the end it didn't come out too bad, better than the wrapping that was already on there. So okay, I'm going to show you the process of me doing this. The little heat gun I'm using is one of the kind of heat guns that you get for doing the mobile phones. But you can probably use an air dryer, something like that. It's just to make the glue a bit more tacky. But saying that, it's pretty loose in places on here anyway. Before I started, I managed to peel a bit of it off anyway. But it's very, very thin piece of film on this. Very thin indeed, hardly anything to it at all. Okay, so that's it. Next video I'll probably clean the front up or do something to the front or something like that. We'll do stage by stage, keep the videos as short as possible. But this one does go along a bit because, like I say, I'm fuffled about. Kind of lost track of what I was doing and got in a bit of a mess, as you'll see. So one good thing about this, I must admit, is I'm pleased it's kind of come out this way. Is that some people, like, here and there, I'll get a message come through. Can you do this for me? Can you recap? Can you do that? So after seeing this performance, I'm never going to get any of them messages again, which is great. Okay, on with it, and I'll see you all soon. I'm going to take this casing off this receiver, the 331. It was just 4 screws on the side. These are the screws that come out. They just go in the side like that, and they're attached to the receiver. Hopefully you can see that. I've got a great deal of light here. Yeah, so just take them 4 out, and this wooden top comes off really easy. You could probably make one, to be honest with you, if you're any good at woodwork. It's only 3 bits of wood. Side, top, side, maybe a batten here as well round there, a slightly bigger batten if you can see that. So if you're any good at woodwork, you probably make one just glued in by these 90-degree angle bits of wood in that. But anyway, I started peeling it before actually putting any heat on it. I'm going to use an heat gun. I'll show you which one I'm using, but you may do another method of doing it. I actually started pulling some off. As you can see, this side here, here they are. They literally just come off really. Just very bits of plastic, like wood kind of colour plastic film coat. I've got myself a scraper here. So we're going to take it off with an heat. We may cause a few bubbles here and there. I've started it there. There's a little bit of bubble in there going on this bit here. Because this isn't, I don't know what actually wood this is. It's like plywood kind of thing, but it's got, I don't know what it is in the middle, but it's got kind of like an outer coating, which is probably about a millimetre and a half thick, which is this colour here, so yeah, I've used an heat gun, you see it started bubbling, so that's probably some kind of plastic coating as well, or something like that. I'm not too certain. So I'm going to have to give that a little light sand after I've finished. But I've done the heat gun. I'm going to show you the heat gun I used in a second, but once you've done the heat gun, be careful, because if you do use an heat gun, this gets hot, and so does this, and you can touch it and end up burning yourself. So if you are using a heat gun that I'm going to use, be a bit careful. But I'll show you what I'm going to do, because this I can't get, well, as it happens, there's a bit more. It's fairly easy to get off. It can be a little bit harder, but anyway, let's look at the heat gun I'm going to use. It's one of these kind of things. They use them mainly for got a few different things actually, but for taking phone covers off, like the iPhone. If you've got a broken screen, I used it a few times to repair a few iPhones and iPads. You kind of put it on the screen, and the screen finally pulls away once you've got a sucker on it and all that kind of stuff. I don't really do it. I do it now and again for family and that. I've only had one that I'm really successful. Just couldn't get the your thumb recognition, the fingerprint recognition to work afterwards. Even when I put a new one on there, it still didn't work. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, you've got to be a bit careful. Got to heat involved. But anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it on. And I'm just, this is the, I mean, you may have other methods, like I say, this is just my method, and believe it or not, it's got tangled up with the stand, but just give you an idea, I'm just going to run some heat on this. I think I've got it up to about 300, yeah, 300 degrees. I'm going to go fairly near it, you'll see it maybe, if I go really near, you'll see it actually start moving and crinkle up a little bit. But like I say, don't touch it afterwards, because that's plastic, it's kind of going to melt, and you'll probably get it stuck on your fingers, and it's going to hurt, it's going to be hot. So I'll try and loosen it up, pretty much like I do the phones really, but they can get quite warm as well. But yeah, just try and get some heat in there, just to dissolve any glue that's left. There's not a lot of glue left, I don't think. I'm just going to use a scraper. You may want to do this outdoors as well, because it does give off a bit of a odour, just to bear in mind as well. So anyway, let's give that a go. It's got fairly warm. Let's put it down in the thing there. It should turn itself off, but it don't always do that. So there you go. So just be a bit careful. Don't think I'll grab hold of that with my hands, because it can be quite hot. So what I normally do is just try and get that scraper. Hopefully you can see that now. That scraper just going underneath, just enough to pull that off. Don't be tempted to grab hold of that just yet, because that can be quite warm. So just get as much off as possible with the scraper underneath. Hopefully that's, you're getting all that in the camera. The lighting ain't great, and as you can see now, I'm going to take a little bit of a chance. I think it's still got a little bit of heat to it, but it's cooled down a bit. And as it happens, it's not stuck down very well anyway, this one. We're having a bit of luck here. You may not be so lucky. So this is just literally going to, having a lot of luck here. We're going to just peel this off. Hopefully you can see all that. And we've had a lot of luck today with this one. So let's took the top off in one go there completely. So let's get that aside down here for a minute. So I'm just going to do this other little bit here. Just make sure I can't get the scraper in there. So I'm just going to get my heat gun on there again, just a little bit, and hopefully just finish this bit. Then I'll carry on the rest of it. No need to see me do the rest of it. Just going to try and, so if you go to the corner, that you see it kind of like bubbling up a little bit with the heat. I may have to go over it a few times, a bit like I do with the phones. It does take, sometimes you think you're going to get the screen off and nothing happens. You just have to give it a little bit more. Let's give that a go. It can always turn itself off, it's still going now. It's only a cheap one. We're going to get underneath this. Like I say, don't be tempted to stick your fingers in there and grab hold of it, because it can be quite hot. No, not quite there with that. It's tempting, but we're not going to do that, because I've been caught out before doing the other one. Your thumb or finger sticks to it, kind of sticks down, and it's not very pleasant. It's quite hot. Let's give that a go now. And that's better, there we go. Hopefully you can see that. Must remember to show it to the camera. There you go, and just be careful, don't grab hold of that. Just kind of take it off and let it fall off, because that'll still be quite warm. There you go. So that's that top near enough done. Just got a little bit here that's lucky enough, I think it's going to scrape off, yeah. So we've got the sides. This bit here to do, the sides to do, or one of the, or both the sides are done there actually, aren't they? Yeah, so just this little bit here and the inside, this bit here, where is it? This bit here and the inside, and we'll be done. So I'm going to do that now off camera, and I'll come back soon. Okay, so there you go. I took it all off, as you can see. Hopefully you can see this on camera. I'm just trying to see what you can see on the camera, but yeah, you may just have to do a little bit of sanding. We have overdone it kind of thing, and I've got a little nick here as well, if you can see that, so I'm going to just give that a very light sand, not too much. You could probably put some wood filler in there as well if it's too big a nick. Got a little bit of light sanding to do there, but that is about it really, and just a little nick there that I'm going to in fact, yeah, it's just a very small nick. You can put a little bit of wood filler in there, but I'm going to give it a very small bit of sanding, and that's probably going to be all right. So that's it. That's it all completely taken off. So now we're going to measure a bit out and hopefully get it to fit properly. So let's do that. What I've done, I've got my tape measure out. I'm going to measure this. So I'm going to have it in one go. So it's going to come down here, across here and down here. Let's just make sure you can see that. So I'm going to start off here, come down the top and down this other side here. So I'm going to measure all that and do it just a little bit longer so we can tuck it in and all that kind of stuff. So I've got just over 16.5 inches. So we've got 16.5 inches. And one of these sides, if I measure one of these sides, it's 5 inches. So it's 26.5 inches. We're going to add 1.5 inches to that. So I'm going to go 28 inches. And the width I'm going to do is 10 inches roughly there. But it does, some of it does come back in here. I'm going to add another 2 to 12. So it's 12 inches by 27, did I say? I forgot already. So remember what you said. 10, 20, well, I'm probably going to go 28 because it's 10 inches. 28 by 12. 28 by 12, so that's what I'm going to cut out. So let's give that a go. Okay, there's my piece of vinyl. I've cut it out 28 by 12. So what I'm going to do is, tricky bit is to peel it off and hopefully get it to stick where it's got to stick. So I'm just going to mark from the back of this. Oh, that back's actually going to come off. That's not going to give me much of an idea where to put it, is it? So that's not a very good idea there. So yeah, I can't remember I actually did the other one. No, you can't just mark on the back, can you? Because the back's going to come off. Not going to tell me where it is. So I'm going to have to try and keep that where it is and peel it off at the same time, which isn't going to be easy, that's for certain. I've kind of got the straightest edge to the back here, so actually it's the back there and the back of that, and these two come up roughly the same amount each side. I can do a little bit of trimming towards the end. So I'm not too sure what the easiest way of doing that is actually. I should have thought about that a bit more really. I mean, the backing comes off easy enough. It's just a matter of where I'm going to place this. So well, I have it on a flat surface. I'm a bit cramped up here, but we're going to give it a go anyway. What can possibly go wrong? I mean, if it goes wrong, just put another bit of vinyl on there. So in fact, what I'm going to do is mark that bit there. It's not a bad idea. So now I've got some markings here. I peeled off the back, mark that there. I'm going to do the same here if I can, is peel off the back and actually mark on the sticky side exactly where this unit's supposed to sit on. So now I can take the back completely off, hopefully, not get any dust on it or anything. Best to do this on a table rather than I've got it on a cushion bit as well, which ain't going to help. But I've started now, so I'm going to go on. I'm not too worried. So if you're going to do it yourself, do it in a hard surface, no dust and all that. But I've kind of gone a bit wild here, shall we say, a bit rogue. And we're going to peel that off and put that over there. Got a couple of markings now where this has got to land. So I could have actually pushed that forward a bit more so it's on the cushion, but it isn't now. So I've kind of get it a bit more harder for myself. Oh, that hasn't worked out too bad, I don't think. So we're going to give that a push down. We're going to bring this up here over the top. I should actually do it the other way around actually. Let's just get that on there first. Get it on an hard surface, not like me, on a soft surface. So I'm going to do one end here first. I'm not going to probably see me, but I'm at the top here now. Sorry, the camera view isn't great. Doing the top bit. This is one of the sides, should I say, at the top. So that's that side there. So I'm going to flick it round. And what I'm practically going to do is re-peel this top off. I'm going to have it standing upright. Didn't think of the camera work here, did I? But you'll get an idea. I'm really just pushing this down at the top here now, off camera, getting any bubbles out of it, any creases. You can't actually see me do that. I've got a little crease there, so just peel it off. I've got a bit to play with. Put it back on. A bit like wallpaper, really. That's that. Sorry, this is off camera a little bit. Just, I didn't think the camera worked out properly, did I? But there we go. We're back in business now, though. That's it. So there we go. That's what we like at the moment. We've got a few creases here still. We're going to have to try and iron out. So yeah, it's not quite gone to plan. Not quite. I think I can actually pull them out anyway, can I? Oh, they're coming out anyway, a bit like bubbles. You probably can't see it because it's on the other side, but I've got a few bubbles here, quite big ones at that, so I'm going to try and get these out. I think the only way actually to do it is to pull this side completely off again, keep one side on. Lucky enough we've still got some sticky stuff here. I did say it could go wrong, didn't I, in the previous video? I said it may not work out exactly. And just to prove it, because I'm no expert at doing this, the other one went fairly easy, though I did do it on a nice flat surface rather than a mat here made out of a bit of carpet, which probably ain't the greatest idea. So we're going to pull that nice and tight, keep it level at the same time. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, do it on a, that's better. Do it on a flat surface. We're going to have an odd bubble there coming out though. That's coming out. That's better. Look, now we're back in business now. That's it. So yeah, get this mat here. Don't get a cushion mat. Get something nice and firm to push on. And obviously you're not going to get the camera in the way. You're going to have a bit more time. But you can peel it off. It does peel back off. Got a couple of attempts. So that's gone on there all right. So I did say it may go a bit wrong. So I'm going to push the sides over. I'm going to have to do a little bit of strategic cutting in a minute. Just going to get a crease in both them sides. And we're just going to have to nip in there with a Stanley knife or something. Let's try my Stanley knife. This may be a bit on the blunt side, but we're going to give it a go. You may just have to mind your fingers as well. There we go. So that's in there like so. Just have a cut bit at the top. Hopefully you can see this. Can you see what I'm doing here? I think it's just about on camera. And we're going to fold the rest of that in, so what I'm going to do is get my scissors and just cut this bit away, because it's going to fold back in a bit here, so hopefully get that right. I can do away with that bit there. Get my scissors. That's it, I can actually do away with that bit there as well. So that's that. Like I said, I'm no expert in doing these. But that will, I did that the same with the other one. That does finely glue down. It kind of takes shape. So that's that. I'll do the same to this other end now. It's, in fact, I may use my scissors. It's probably a bit sharper than that Stanley knife. That's that. Go along there with that. Make sure you don't cut yourself. That's that. We're going to cut this away, hopefully you can see it, because we won't need that bit. Just in there as well. That's that. Right, so we've just got this bit left here now. There's another cut of these funny folds. I've not cut that in the right position, I don't think. Just make sure. So what we're going to do is cut dead square to that. And dead square to this one. That's that. So we should be able to push this in to the side like so. Hopefully you're just about seeing me on camera, I think. We've just got to cut the bottom as well. I think I'll suss it out. I'm showing you how to do it, and I don't really know what I'm doing myself, so it's not great, is it? But we can tuck that in there, like so. You're not going to see inside, lucky enough. Just a little bit of a bodge there, I must admit, but we're going to take this bit out. There's a bit of a heart to this, and I haven't quite mastered it, but anyway, give you some kind of idea. You're going to do a better job than me, but lucky enough this is all tucked out the way, so you can't see it anyway. So we're going to go around this side, which we'll have to do here, and pretty much do the same. Now we know we've got a bit too much at the top here. We can actually nip that, get rid of that now. That's that. Same problem with the bottom, a bit too much in the bottom. Goes around there and there. Come out just a little bit. That's better. I've got a little bubble there. That's right. Look at that. That's like Blue Peter, isn't it? Except a worse job. Right, see, we've still got a little bit of a bubble there, but that will come down a bit. And hopefully, in fact, that'll just cover that up if I left it like that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut that bit out. I'm going to go over that. I'll do the same over here. Right, give you some idea how to bodge it up. There we go. So I'm not a very good demonstration. I did do a better job off camera, typical. On the other one, when I did that, still got that's better. Just pushing it down, getting it to stick. But once it's stuck, I've got a little bubble there. Hopefully we can get him out. I have to put a little pin in there sometimes just to get rid of that bubble. Got a little bubbles, but they're coming straight out. Them ones, a little bit there, and a little bit here. Where is it gone? Just there. It's hardly anything. Oh, that's here. It's hardly anything, but there is a very slight bubble in that. Can we worm it out to the edge? Like I say, a bit like wallpaper. It is coming out slowly. It's making its way there. Just keep on at it. And, that's it. Managed to get rid of that thing. So that's it. That's that cover. So we're going to stick it on the unit. I say not that good. It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. It's not brilliant. But there you go. We have managed to recover it. Right. I have still a couple of slight little bubbles here. Like I say, a little pinprick, like you do with wallpaper. Sometimes I've actually got a pin here, but a little pinprick in there may get rid of some of them. Still a few little ones in there. Where's my pin? No pins here. I've got no pins here. So anyway, off camera, I'll get a pin. I'm going to just pin it up. Don't worry. It's all been bodged. So I'll do that in a second. Okay, so there you go. Still got a few very, very small pinheads to do yet to burst them. They are actually going, a couple of them. I put a few pinheads in there to get rid of the bigger bubbles. Just a couple of very small ones left on there. You can't hit. Oh, there's one there. Where was it? But yeah, just put another pin in there. I will do in a minute and get rid of that. They do go pin in there, a bit like wallpaper. So that's it. I've got it covered now. The sides are on, as you can see as well. Make a little hole to put the side bits on, the side screw, should I say. But hopefully you can see. There you go. It's all been done now and doesn't look too bad at all, considering. But like I say, I've pretty much rushed this one as normal. But gives you some kind of idea that you can recover it, take a little bit more time than I've took to give you some kind of idea there of what it looks like. So that's it. I'll say thanks for watching. We're going to come back and clean the front, I think, next, or something like that. Hopefully I'm going to do a little bit better job than that than I did on this cover, but as it is now, at least it's got a cover on it. Like I say, you can put your own cover, any kind of, you know, wood effects or anything like that. You could even paint it, I suppose, take the other bit off and actually put a bit of paint over it, something like that. I don't know how good it'll look, but yeah, it's another thing you can do. So that's it. So I thought I'd show you me trying to cover this one. Didn't quite work out exactly, but kind of got somewhere there. We're 95% there, I suppose, 95% there. Until the next video, I'll say thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.